Mama told me when the thunder comes that a drunk donkey is coming on for me to listen to what he'd say. If I did song, it'd help me through stormy days. I can get the simple weatherman gives you something, love and understand. I can get the simple weatherman. You can catch him on the show, time and day. That's right.
All right, what's cooking, everybody? We are live. Look at this. I'm even getting this intro. I'm even getting the intro like sounding good. Look at that. Oh, my face is kind of big. I gotta fix that. It was almost perfect. We're streaming on 3 platforms now. Oh, now I gotta turn that YouTube off. We have Willie Nelson playing. All right, let me fix my camera because I look a little big. And then we'll go live. So there we go. That's good enough. I can't see it. Where's it at? Here it is right here. Hold on. So here we go. There we go. I can handle that. My God, I was taking up the whole freaking screen, and I know you guys watch me on like 55-inch TVs now, so I can't have that. All right, so cool. Welcome, Coneheads. What's cooking? Tropics are hot. We got a lot to talk about. So let's say hi to everybody. This is our normal. We normally do our shows in the morning at 9:19. I'll do shows at night when we have tropics to talk about, and we have tropics to talk about. So we're going to talk about tropics. How about that? There's my boy Dale. I'm on the big screen, Julie. Yep. That's why I had to make my face smaller. We didn't want to crack those LED screens. Scare the cats. So hey, Lisa, thank you. And Lisa, I think we found out the graphic you want. I think. Susie Day, the tropics have exploded. Yes, there's my boy David Gentry. What's up? Computer tonight. Dawn, I look better on small monitors. I can still perform well to the bigger monitors. Don't knock my monitor size. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, what's cooking? All right, so lots of stuff to talk about, right? So try to keep this a little more short and sweet. I just took I got 2 more pills left. My diehard coneheads know about my Isaiah injury. There's still a sign of it. See it? I was attacked by a peel and eat shrimp at the sandbar chasing Isaiah. I had an incident where it's finally kind of not hurting anymore. That's great. So excited about that. Oh, we got something from St. Martin. Wow, that's awesome. You guys be watching Invest 98 for sure. So we're not getting a lot of hype on Invest 98 or 97 yet. That's a good thing. There's Casper. What's cooking, buddy? There's Katie. Yeah. So I've lost flip-flops and tornadoes, and now I've got thumb injuries that I had to have surgery on due to shrimp tail. All right, so first off, too, by the way, listen, that little skit this morning with Eric Burris, I never even listened to it. He took it off, wrote me a nice email apologizing, so let's let that go. It's good to have an ally, and he was having a bad day, I guess, so appreciate him reaching out. I appreciate all you guys going to bat for me, and so anyway, we gained at least another Met fan in Orlando, which is all good things work out. Just like me and Brandon last year during Dorian, are working together now. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to talk about all the tropics. We got Shelly on board. She helps moderate the page. Oh my God, Roxanne, 75-inch. Jesus. I feel sorry for you. All right. So we're going to go right into the tropics. I really can't read all the comments. I apologize because once I get going, there's our girl Stephanie. We're getting to the heart of hurricane season. Yes, there's Jamie. Just did a podcast out of Mississippi. Pretty cool. I shared it in the supporter page. And we told them the ABC thing. So big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. This Facebook Live brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Located here in sunny Florida. Not to be very sunny the next several days. But you can visit them. We might be having a little hurricane. Florida could have a hurricane or a named system in the Panhandle. And possibly around the same time, South Florida. I saw it's never happened where we've had two tropical systems in the Gulf at one time. So we are looking at that possibility of two named systems here. Let me show you what we got. So these are all the spaghetti models, not including the Euro, but you can get the general idea. And this is Invest 97. And this is Invest 98. Invest 98, majority of the models have it going just north of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, which would be bad news down the road for the Bahamas and possibly Florida. We've seen this track before. So we're really watching Invest 98 close along with 97. 98, though, has the potential on the models to be a little bit more trouble. So in the short term, obviously, we have a lot of fans in the islands. We got to worry about them. The latest look at this thing is pretty impressive. It looks like it's really starting to organize. So we'll get into all that stuff, man. And then we got the big wave. The big King Kong from last night is now officially on the NHC map. Look at that, 40%. It's not even off Africa yet. So I wasn't hyping King Kong. It's already 40%. And now they're not talking about conditions ahead. So that's not good. So we're going to worry about these two guys. So this one just came out. It's Invest 98. Invest 98 is still right here. Invest 98. And this is Invest 98. It's Invest 97. So we'll talk about this one first. All right, I'm going to go right into this one first. And then we'll talk about 98. So whenever I say 97, it's the one in the Caribbean. 98 is the one out in the Atlantic. And we'll dive right into it. All right. So here's all the latest and greatest. The 18Z models from Tropical Tidbits. Let's pull this up and we'll talk about a bottom line of what's going on here. So, expected to slow down. It is expected when it slows down to start to develop in this general area. NHC is talking about that. We're starting to see models starting to show development as this treks northward. So that has not changed. H-Wharf in the Florida Panhandle. UK spreads it out more to Texas, Louisiana. So we have this fanning out, which is very, very common. The Yucatan isn't very mountainous, so we won't see a huge drop of structure if this crosses a little bit of land. So we gonna have to watch it. It's gonna have a couple days over this part of the water. But all the models are showing this pole to the north. I'm not going to get into all the steering like we did this morning, but there's basically, because of our front, we're seeing a weakness here, and that's allowing this to ride up along the Bermuda High. So that's the latest models on 97. They have not changed much from this morning. The Euro and the GFS are all over the place on it. But that's what they've been doing. All right, let me show you all the models on Invest 98. I'm just going to go back and forth between the two. Screw it. Because it's too much. Here's the latest models on Invest 98. And we're seeing this general motion that I kind of showed early. But pretty tight cluster. And could have a lot of land interaction. Land interaction could help hinder development. we hope for that. We don't want it to cross into Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, but if it rides just to the north a little bit, then it would have time to develop and possibly be something a little more to worry about here in Florida, Bahamas. And we see this continued turn at the last second. No real models today showing East Coast. Not saying that's out by any means, but this is going to have to be watched for sure. So there's that one. Timing. Let's do time frame again. Let me go back here. All right. So time frame on 98, and we'll go back. So again, islands. This is Saturday. So early Friday night, Saturday for the islands. Later Saturday for Puerto Rico. And then, of course, as we get into like Monday right here, both areas are going to have the systems approaching land Monday, Tuesday. So we could have two systems possibly affecting different parts of the U.S. So that's not good at all. So, all right, so we got the models. Man, let's see, what can we do that makes some clarity here? Because everybody wants to know timing. Everybody wants to know what if. The structure of 98 is definitely improving. In fact, the NAC talked about that at 8 o'clock. They said both systems are organizing. I tell you one thing that isn't being talked about is the overall size of 98 is definitely working a larger area than 97 is. This is weather nerds, but just the size of the overall size of 98, this is the blob. This is, here, this is 97 and this is 98. But the size of 98 is large. And we could see, I showed this earlier, it was about 500 miles across, but it looks like it's grown a little bit. Now it's about 550, 600. That's 620 miles wide. So it's a big system, We wouldn't want this thing to all wrap up and consolidate, but it could. So that's what we got to watch. The structure of it looked pretty healthy today. You can see some definite. This is 97, so we'll look at both of these before the sun goes down. We'll just look at this for a minute. So here's 97. 97. There and listen, was her name Lisa? I hope I got your name right. There's your yellow dots. I think that was lightning dots. Lightning shows strengthening convection. So this is Invest 97. This is the one passing close to Jamaica now. Starting to get some convection firing here at nighttime. I think we're in a D-min cycle here, so yeah, Caspia. So the bigger system of Invest 98 is it's going to take longer to consolidate, but bigger system ultimately will be a little bit more bigger weather maker, bigger surge, affect more. Irma had surge all the way up through Jacksonville and Brunswick and Charleston, and Irma was on the Florida West Coast. So, if it grew and passed down by the Keys, let's say, we'd still have effects all the way up and down the East Coast seaboard for Florida. But anyway, this is Invest 97. It's getting a little bit more. It's moving 20 miles an hour, so they're not expecting any rapid classification of this thing until it starts to slow down, but it's definitely starting to fire a lot more convection tonight around the peak center here, and you're starting to see more of these clouds circulating into it. So 97 is looking a little bit more organized. 98 definitely is looking more. These are all on Weather Nerds, by the way, but you can really see Invest 98 starting to take shape here. Really getting that cloud flow around, entering the system, convection. So I think the hurricane hunters are flying out there tomorrow. So there is a good chance this could be named tomorrow. Invest 98. That's not good. Not good. Not good to have two systems we got to worry about. So Remember, you can follow them along on Tropical Tidbits. I got the link right here. I don't think they're flying right now. Well, no, they're in it. Did they already go in it? They took off early? Did they? Wow. It says a training mission. So I don't know what they're doing. I have to watch them, see what they're doing. It says training mission. It's supposed to go tomorrow. So there you go, Tammy. Yeah, tomorrow. All right, so let's look at all the models. Let's just dive right into it. So again, spaghetti models, so here you go. Invest 97. In a nutshell, just because it's so confusing to try to figure this all out. So Invest 97 is expected to slow down, do a turn, favorable conditions for sure right here, and then we got this fanning out, unfortunately. But there's not a lot of hype about it right now because the GFS and the Euro aren't really showing much. But there are other models showing it's strengthening as it enters the Gulf. So my gut is telling me, the models are wrong, and we're going to have to worry about both of these systems. Obviously, Panhandle to Texas on Invest 97. Invest 98, we're going to have to worry about South Florida, and then either a turn. So we could have a double whammy on Invest 98. So there's that one, and then we're going to look at all the models, I promise. And here's Invest 98. So Invest 98, unfortunately, the latest models here showing it's staying right off the island. Here's the island. You can see a majority of the models are to the north. But we're seeing that South Florida, Bahamas, and we're seeing this last second turn. The one model that keeps sticking out of my head is this thing coming down here and curving back up. That would be a worst case scenario for a lot of people because we would have people affected across a lot of the state and into the East Coast. Well, heck, any path would be bad. And that reminds you a lot of Irma. So the one negative going for the storm as far as keeping it under development is going to be all this land interaction. You remember that these mountains at Hispaniola are very high in eastern Cuba. So any land interaction will help slow the development down. Of course, we have a lot of fans of Puerto Rico. Saturday afternoon. Virgin Islands, Friday, Saturday. So we got a lot of people in the path here. But all right, let's look at the models because I want to see the latest HMON. So we'll go to and I had this up. Colorado State today updated a little tidbit that they put out a 2-week hurricane forecast, and we expect the next 2 weeks will be characterized by above normal hurricane activity. So then they go into it. It's on the CSU Twitter page if you want to read it, why they tell you the tropics are going to be a little more active for the next 2 weeks. A lot of it's the MJO. But that just supports the fact we got stuff. Oh, and by the way, don't forget Hunter. I got yelled at because I didn't share the Hunter shirt this morning, but we did make a Hunter shirt, Hurricane Hunter. The coolest dog in the world, Little Hunter, is on a airplane flying over Florida. So look at that. So you can get that. It's linked. I had that up, actually showing somebody. All right, so here's all the models. Let's look at all the models. So what I want to do first, I want to look at the hurricane-specific models because I believe the HWRF and the HMON did pretty well the last few seasons or few storms. So we're going to look at Invest 97 right now. This is the one closest to in the Caribbean. Let's see what the latest HWRF is showing. This is on Tropical Tidbits. He's apologized that it's loading slow. Obviously, everybody and their brother's on it. So as it loads, I can read you guys. So here's the Yucatan. All right, so it's this is the latest HWRF Invest 97. Saturday, This is the Yucatan. This is Cuba. 1007, 1002, 1006. Oh, and it stops right there. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes right up to Louisiana. So, Mobile. I was telling the guys on the radio show tonight, Mobile. So the good news with this one, at least, it's kind of weak. 1005. Let's hope, that would be tropical storm. But this would be Monday night. So this is the H Wharf on Invest 97. Low end tropical storm. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Monday night. Okay. So let me just kind of rewind it to the HMON on 97. And it is showing, where are we here? Runs into the Yucatan and doesn't do anything. Well, a little bit, 1005. It kind of crashes it into Mexico. So that's good. So the HMON, not showing much. The trend is definitely 97 is going to be a weaker system than 98. Earlier today, we saw a couple under 1,000. So those are two good trends for the HMON. It is showing a little weaker system, and that's good. So that's that. Now let's go back to 98 and look at the HMON. These have been a little bit more aggressive on 98. 98's the one to watch, I'm telling you. Here's the islands, just passes north of the Virgin Islands, barely. There's Puerto Rico, 982. This is Saturday. And Bahamas, 961. This is Sunday. And bam, 942. That is not good. I haven't looked at it yet. So that's just one run, not a forecast by any means, but, it's been consistent developing system over those warm, hot waters that we saw with Dorian and all others. It's one possibility you got to pay attention to. This is Monday morning. And what worries me about this, it starts to do that hug. We don't know where it goes past 126 hours. So you can just see it slowly develop. It stays north of the islands. That's what we don't want to see. But the models are trending just north of the islands. All right, so let's see what the HMON shows for Invest 98. And almost exactly the same thing. So let's rewind it to the Virgin Islands. Unfortunately, it looks like a little more hit for them. This would be Saturday, nearing Saturday. Just a tick slower. This would be more Sunday, it looks like, Sunday morning. But starting to enter the islands here. So you want to pay attention to that. Oh, wait a minute. I screwed up. Scratch that. Didn't make sense. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is not, oh, heck, another one loaded up. That's what happened. Okay. Sorry. I went to a different run. So don't be afraid, Virgin Islands. Not yet. All right. So let me rewind this thing here. So we're back to HMON. So it is still passing north of the Virgin Islands. So yeah, because I did see that on another map. I'm like, wait a minute. So here we go. Let's fast forward it. Boom, right here. All right, so there we go. Virgin Islands, same time frame Saturday. I thought geography just played a trick on me. I'm like, wait a minute. I've learned these islands. It does not look like. So good news at least. Passing to your north. Puerto Rico passing to your north. Developing 992. Stays north of Hispaniola. And on that same path as there's Bahamas Monday morning. Almost the exact spot as the H-War. So it's a tick slower. This would be more Tuesday-ish, but not much slower. So there's, these are two worst case scenarios for Florida. H-Wharf. So, I take it, I would seriously be thinking about it. I mean, there's not an official forecast by any means, but these models didn't do bad for the last couple systems. All right, so let's look at some other models. Some other models that didn't do bad for our last few systems. The CMC. So the CMC gets it kind of close to the islands, 1006, slow development. CMC develops 998, starting to enter the Bahamas, and it develops a decent into South Florida. So not gonna stress too much about intensity right now because you just kind of know common sense. This is the same thing I said during Dorian and got hate mail, but shallow waters of the Bahamas, very low shear, MJO, no dust. You know, these systems, if it stays away from the land, Invest 98 will have ideal conditions, and you know, that's just something you got to worry about. So this is the CMC. This is showing up on Monday night. So we're talking Monday, like now, like 4 or 5 days from now, the possibility. That's the CMC. The Euro and GFS showed nothing. Let's look at the Navy model. Navy's been pretty consistent. Let's see what it shows. Then I'll show you the Euro and the GFS. Because listen, you know, we don't have 100% support. You can't go all in. But I'm telling you, I think a lot of the TV Mets who live and die by the GFS and Euro are probably not spending as much time as we do looking at everything. They run the GFS, they run the Euro. It's nothing. And that's what they say. They're like, it's going to dissipate, because all they're really doing is looking at those two models. And those two models have not done very good this year, in my opinion. They've not done well at all. At one time, the Euro had Isaiah as a weak wave at the Yucatan, and ended up being a hurricane over here. So it was wrong early in the day. So here's a Navy model. It's been very consistent. Very consistent. Crossing close to the Virgin Islands on Saturday morning, you know, crossing close to the Puerto Rico, Hispaniola into Sunday. It's ticking a little bit to the south, splitting that gap. Here's Invest 97. Kind of rides it. You can start to see a little bit more turn to the north. So that's Navy. The Icon has been really consistent. Here's the latest Icon, the German model. This is 5 days out. This is Monday. You can see 989, 999. So, you know, that says it all in a nutshell right there. Monday afternoon, Monday noon, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, we can have two systems nearing the United States. And it's likely. The models, there's more, and one thing I keep saying is there's more models saying yes than saying no. That's a new way I've figured out. So there's more in favor of development than there are against development. So this is the Icon model, and it stops right here. But you can see the general path. This one going up, this one going this way. So, and just for giggles, let's look at the GFS. I don't know what the GF is thinking. Here's Monday. Nothing. Zippo. Nada. So, you know, a tick of maybe development, a little bit, but just nothing. So that's good news, man. I mean, come on, right? Maybe it's right. The Euro. Zippo. Let me show you the Euro now. And these are all in tropical tidbits, of course. We love Levi. But here's the problem with the Euro. You can kind of see where it's at. This is Sunday. But it just doesn't do any sort of development with it. So, never thought I'd see the day that the Euro and GFS were so confused than I am now. But hey, maybe it's right. Hi, Sarah. You want to say hi? Hi, come here. Sarah, I want to say hi to everybody. Let me slow down a little bit because it's so hard talking with two storms here.
Hi.
But, hey, Sheila. There's my girl. You got to look right there. That's the camera.
Hi.
What were you wearing today? Where's your sweater? Go get it. Show it to me. So Sarah dressed herself today. She was so proud. Well, she dresses herself every day, but she picked it out. Hey, Shelly on YouTube, or Shelly, Jesse Fox on YouTube. All right, So it's about 600 miles wide, Invest 98. 650 miles wide. But anyway, look at that. My little cone head. You were so excited, right?
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye. So David, well, listen, man. I mean, come on. You get a 940-50 hurricane. That's a monster. So, we don't want to see any intensification like that because that would be big hurricane. I mean, I'm not going to spin it any different. Hey, Jerry Coe, how you doing? Good evening, Sarah, Casper, and Lindsay. Say hi. All right, so the European and GFS show nothing. Good news, I guess. I mean, I hope they're right. If they're right, I'm going to have to start all over again. Everybody's going to start all over again because I've never seen the models so confused ever. As far as our big ones. So the funny thing is this. Let me show you. All right, so we'll go to Weather Nerds. All right. So Weather Nerd Ensembles. This is what's really funny. So I showed Weather Nerds this morning. Weather Nerds has all the ensembles here from the latest European. This morning, when we did today's morning show, the Euro had only one member of the whole 51-member suite of ensembles. Only one of them showed light blue line, which is like 20 knots of wind. So what this is telling me is the Euro is definitely catching up to the other models. A lot of these are showing pretty strong. So that's a big jump. That's a huge jump in 12 hours to have one ensemble to now having a lot of the ensembles. And you can see this is Invest 98. Splits the gap down by the keys, and then we get that last little turn. So see, all the models seem very consistent with this turn to the north, maybe right above the islands. The question is going to be, when does it turn? We had a few models that showed it doing the classic, hugging the East Coast. We're seeing a lot of the latest European ensembles doing that. So that's what sucks this far out. But anyway, so the main point of that is the Euro might be catching up to the other models and showing development. So, and we are streaming on YouTube, by the way. Lindsay, yeah, I heard there's never been two systems in the Gulf at one time. Dave, so my gut, if I was to go out on a limb, I think Invest 97 is going to be a weaker tropical storm, middle of the road tropical storm that's going to end up Louisiana, Texas. I think 98, just by looking at the models, I think the possibility is a South Florida impact with a curve. Actually, this orange line's kind of showing it. I could see this curve, and not that I'm wish casting, obviously, but I can see this turn coming, possibly possibly right on the West Coast. So that would be very Irma-ish. But we definitely have something brewing here, guys and gals. We the hype has not started yet because the European and GFS are not showing anything. So here, all right. So some other good tools on Levi's site, Invest 98. So I'm focusing more on 98, obviously, because 97 not getting the tremendous love of. Let's see what I drew here too. By the way, I don't know if I still got it up here. Well, I put this graphic up earlier. I drew this one. This was the GFS parallel model, the new one that's not really out yet, but it was showing Invest 97 and then invest 98, kind of the opposite. Monday, Wednesday. So the important note on that is this: if we got a landfall, let's say Monday, Tuesday here, we could have a landfall Monday, Tuesday here. If this misses Florida, then it's going to be 2 more days here. So technically, worst case scenario, the upper Gulf could have, we could have 97 impact, we could have South Florida impact, and then we can have a secondary impact. 3. So 2 from the same system and then 1 from 97. That's, those are worst case scenarios. But, if you read the NHC wordage, systems gradually becoming better organized, tropical depression is likely to form in a couple of days. That's all you need to know. And then it's going to be entering this area here that's extremely conductive for development. Now we have this front that's going to be hanging around. It could produce a little bit of shear, a little bit of dry air, but we got all this ocean heat content, extremely hot water, the MJO enhanced pulse, no dust, all that stuff that they like. And then reading into this one, it's already 90%. I think they're waiting on the hurricane hunters on this one. Says definitely showing signs of organization. Tropical depression could be forming. So we're not going to talk about the other one yet. All right, time frame, Jocelyn. Good question. I try to go over that a bunch, but time frame is this. Let me bring it up here, and we'll go into it. So I hate to repeat the same things, but if people come in late, but seriously, we got a lot of fans on the Virgin Islands, northern part of Lesser Antilles. This is going to be Saturday evening, more Saturday into Sunday, Puerto Rico. So you can track it. Monday, somewhere right there. That's just the best guess, but that's Monday of what is that? The 24th. 24th. What was that? 24th. So that's Monday. Just to give you an idea of time frame. And then this little guy. So this would be Saturday right here. So we can connect these little guys. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Saturday. Kind of get the idea. Saturday. And then this little guy here is almost the exact as this guy. So they're kind of working together as far as timing goes. We could have Monday, Tuesday landfall in the upper Gulf, Monday, Tuesday landfall lower Florida. If that were the case, but that's soon, very soon. I just don't feel it. I've talked to people that don't even know there's anything out there. They're like, huh? Tropics. I'm like, yeah, tropics. So, yeah, hey, listen, Eugene, you brought up a good point. I showed that video earlier, the Fujiwara effect. So technically they'll end up influencing each other if they're kind of the same size. Let's say let's see what the latest GFS para model is. I don't know if we have an 18Z. Oh, there is an 18Z. All right, let's see what it looks like. It only goes out 150 hours. We can look. Drum roll. Well, that's Wednesday, so we just lost the first one. There's the first one. So it continues. So, the GFS is still continuing. This is the para model, the para model. But it still continues to develop 97. It doesn't really do much with 98. But there's your time frame. Monday afternoon. So, again, Monday, no matter what 97 becomes, it's going to be somewhere up in this area. Likely, our other system's going to be right here. But they might, like the Navy model, if it does skirt the bottom of Florida, these things could be close enough that they actually bounce off each other. They kind of work against each other like magnets. So very, very unknown if both of these systems end up in the Gulf together, the exact effects that they'll have if we were to get something like that. So, like, here's the Navy model. Like, they start stealing each other's winds. A weaker system gets absorbed into the larger system. If they're pretty close to the same size, they just kind of dance around each other. So, it could push this system more west at the last second. That was why I'm thinking this little bit of turn. But that could two systems. Never dreamed we'd be talking about two systems at the same time. Maybe not. Maybe they're not. Maybe the GFS is right. Maybe the Euro is right. Right. So I got to be careful making it sound confident, because I don't. I'm definitely the only one I see showing a lot of these variables, and it scares me a little bit because. If it shows that the Euro is correct in GFS, then I'll be called a hyper, and I don't want that. But I do believe there's more models showing something than there are showing nothing, and it's worth showing you that, especially when the HMON and HWARF are so aggressive on 98. So I gotta refresh my chat here real quick, see what you guys are saying. All right, what are you guys rolling? What are we talking about? Yeah, we got flooding, we got surge. I mean, come on, we all all that stuff, man. It's just so many variables. Let's see. Yeah. Wherever. All right. So wherever Jim Cantori goes, I won't be there. So anyway, yeah, Stephanie, I saw that post. That looks good. All right. So a few things. Our morning show, 9:19. A lot more information comes out overnight. So definitely tune in the morning. We won't get a new NHC update until 2 o'clock in the morning with this NHC graph. They're not going to change much. The only thing they might do is put this at 90%. But they're going to wait on the hurricane hunters, I think, before they classify 98 as anything. So tomorrow we could have the cone, hopefully, and we'll start seeing longer 5-day ranges, which would be nice. Spaghetti models are locked in. 97 structure here on Weather Nerds is not that bad. We're in a D-min cycle, but trying to get going. So let's do it in a nutshell real quick. Then we'll go. I'll read some comments. Hunter's going tomorrow, Scott. Nope, Jerry, no softball plans, man. We canceled our camping trip again. We had two camp. We and the thing that sucks is Julia has to take vacation, and she can't at the last second. But I'm going to be here every day, tracking with you guys. So I have a secret wish that they don't go poof, because then I'll be like, man, I should have been camping. But I have a feeling we'll be tracking this one for a few days for sure. So no camping, no softball. The girls are going to school shopping, getting their hair done. Hey, Jonna, you must have been all right. So Hunter, well, Julie, how much did Hunter weigh? 4 pounds 3 ounces. He is not even 5 ounces yet, or pounds. 5 pounds. Yeah, Jennifer. Listen, I would absolutely hate. So my thing is this. Oh, I got a fresh bottle of Mountain Dew, Ashley. No camping. No more camping trips. Kristen. Yeah, I guess we'll go. Hey, look at that, Kathy. How you doing? Yeah. So we you know y'all better be here with me through the weekend. This is all I got. The girls are gonna be spending money on clothes and getting their hair done, and I still wear the same shirts from like 10 years ago. Um, no, I did not. Wayne, I'll check him out. Tammy Harvick. He weighs less than a gallon of milk, Casper. That's true. Adiv, I'll check it out. Are you talking about 97? Well, let's do that. Let's take a look. I haven't looked at them yet. I try to when I go to a good night's sleep tomorrow, I wake up feeling new. So I don't want to I don't want to make these look the same as So yeah, definitely 98's looking very very organized. A lot more than it was this morning. Lower level wind's a little bit off place, but still not seeing too much for 97. But they didn't expect 97 to really develop until it slows down. But you can see a little bump right here, just below Jamaica. So, all right, there's spinach. Yep, we got spinach. King Kong Nana. That's the big one coming off of Africa. Let's take a look at it. Why not? I had to do a Facebook post. We haven't done one of them in a while off of the live. So, not, when these things splash down, sometimes they lose a lot of their oomph, but still there. I mean, it's definitely got the structure. So there's our King Kong. Technically, it's still, the low is still over land, just barely. And we can see that on the Atlantic chart here. Well, they don't even have it marked. Yesterday they had an L right here, but somewhere right here is the fixing the pop off. Let's see what some of the long range maps here are. Sometimes they give you a hint of what they're thinking. This is sneaky because see the NOAA, these are official maps, and they sometimes look ahead. Well, there you go. So these aren't hurricane maps, but just for poop and giggles. We have Monday, boom, boom. And then Tuesday morning, kind of Texas hugging Florida. And then Wednesday morning, these aren't official by any means, but the fact that they're showing low pressure on official NOAA maps now is kind of teasing you a little bit like, we might have a little something. But we already knew that. A little something. Right? You want a drunk donkey hat? Hey, that'd be cool. Yeah, we don't have one of those, do we? That would be neat. Maybe I should do that. Dustin, what? Dustin wants you to know the rescue shirt. Yes, it was Dustin, but I'm saving that for the morning. I always show and tell in the morning, but I got the armchair meteorologist on the back, so I'm going to show that Dustin right here, 50 star. Right. Oops, that's their Facebook pages. So I'll tease everybody tomorrow morning. So thanks. It did come. So Jacksonville, so at this point, Jacksonville, your biggest threat. I mean, we're still have enough of these suckers staying on the East Coast. I don't want to be irresponsible and say that the East Coast is out of the water yet. So just a day ago, the GFS was hugging the coast in the Euros. So it just seems like more of the trends are. But that's a pretty abrupt turn. we could take a quick look at the steering after I close my windows. We don't want to crash Chrome. So we go to our buddy Levi's site here and close it out here, and then we'll pull it up again and small it down a little bit and just show you in a nutshell. High pressure builds back in. So right now we have a weakness from that stalled out front. That's going to attract 97 to the north. Come Sunday, high pressure, it's going to be whatever's down here. This high pressure is going to continue the push underneath it. So high pressure, and this high pressure starts to build back in, and that is the big question, how strong that high pressure is, because here's Monday. This is the GFS. So the GFS isn't showing anything. And like I said before, even though these models are great, because even though they're not showing tropical formation, you can still use them to look at upper steering patterns and upper winds and get a sense that if you got three of them showing the same thing, the chances are pretty good that's confident. This front's eroding. It's kind of dissolving, flattening out, going bye-bye. And the high pressure is building in stronger to the west, and that's just going to allow this whatever here, that motion. This is Monday morning, and the high pressure is still hanging on. But see, this is why we're getting this curvature on Tuesday. High pressure kind of weakens again, and you can see this little weakness right here, and so it's going to end up trying to do that. So the question is, how far into the Gulf does it go before it turns? So that's all in the GFS. I bet you if we go to the Euro, it'd be very close as far as these high pressure placements. So let's rewind to about Sunday. We know that the weakness is there here. That's a given. There it is there. So there's no denying that this Invest 97 is going to get turned to the north. Big question is this high pressure right here. Euro's not showing any formation, but the upper level maps on the Euro are very, very good to use, and GFS. And again, this is Tropical Tidbits. I don't want to steal his thunder, but we love him. Tropical Tidbits. So Sunday morning, obviously, there's no way this thing's going to curve with this big high pressure right here. No way. We go to Monday morning, and it really builds in. Now, remember just a couple of days ago, we were showing the Euro, and it was the only model not showing. All the other models showed this high pressure. Remember? And remember, the Euro was showing a system just off the coast. In fact, let me show you that one. I think it was yesterday. 12Z. They all blend in after a while. There it is right here. So just Monday, August 17th, the Euro was showing a pretty strong system hurricane right off the coast of Florida. It was the oddball outlier. And since then, it doesn't even develop 98. But when it predicted this, it didn't even have the high pressure. All the other models showed high pressure. So we said that was probably an outlier. And it turned out it was. So we go back to the same spot now, Wednesday, today's run, there's that. So bottom line, Tuesday next week, the high pressure is not there. Or it is there, I mean. And whatever's down here is going to have to go around it. And that's the same as the GFS. High pressure over Florida builds at the wrong time, and then the CMC exactly the same. Oh no, it's a little weaker, but there it is. You can see it, and that's why CMC has a storm going through Florida. This is Tuesday morning. High pressure. And if we rewind it, you can see that high pressure is even stronger on Monday, keeping that path towards Florida. And then look at that. The high pressure dissolves, and guess where this is going to go? I guess it kind of goes up. Didn't do the old curve. It's showing another high pressure coming down. So, but short term, you start getting into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, 7 days out. It's really hard. This is not that far out. This is Sunday. This is Sunday. This is only a couple days from now. So that's why the confidence is high that these models are going to be pointing this direction with a turn. And you can see that. So anyway, Dr. Pepper shortage, Agua, that's for Dennis. Dennis is the big Dr. Pepper guy. We were messaging each other last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's pretty bad. Well, we're friends now, but I think, did he message me first or I messaged him? I can't even remember now. I rolled it, so 227. He just messaged me out of the blue. Euro still shows nothing. Then he goes icon with a happy face, smiley face. And he says, the Euro's so zip. Don't doubt the king. All those jokers. But he's being funny because he knows I give him crap because he loves the Euro. Listen, Derek, Houston. All right, so let's talk about the possibilities. All right. Shelly, yeah, I like Diet Dr. Pepper, and that's Sheila, by the way, Sheila Shelley. All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick gut feeling here, just real quick. I just find a map. This is the trends that I'm seeing. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but just for fun. So 97 to me is probably right through here. Everybody likes to predict, right? 98 to me is South Florida. I don't like that. I gotta rewind that one. About right here, a little more right there, with a turn, kind of like that. That's, and that would be Monday right here and Monday right here. So, with a landfall Monday night into Tuesday. But as far as effects go, let's talk. I mean, so realistically, Houston, as far as 98 goes, I'm not really seeing a lot of models. That high pressure that we showed, which I'm glad we did it, is a little guy. It's not a big guy. It's like a Hunter high pressure. It's if the models were showing this extending out, like that, I'd say yeah, but they're not. So it looks like 97 is definitely more of a Texas, Louisiana motion for that one. So, and again, I mean, it could sneak it. It could go over that warm Gulf Stream loop eddy and really become something. Remember, there is one model showing it, the GFS Para, the parallel model of the GFS, showing pretty strong system into where was it, Louisiana? Let's take a look. It was right here. This is Monday right there. So that's the GFS parallel model, not proven yet, but 967. So, again, the most two reliable models that I think for intensity over, I think CMC did great on ECE. I think the Icon did great. I think the HMON, HWRF did great. Unfortunately, if you're just joining, these are real life things we got to worry about with the HWRF. Not trying to scare anybody, but that's the HWRF, Lower Florida. stops out at 126 hours and it starts to do this curve. So again, we don't know what happens past that. But the HMON, and they did this earlier today, so they're being consistent on 98. And the HMON, a little bit slower, but it puts it right at the south tip of Florida. So those are two models that I think did very well in the recent past. And here is the CMC, which I think did a good job. So there's three models showing stuff that they're not talking about on the news right now. But they could be wrong. But when you have 3 models showing it, right? Look at this. Navy model showing development. This is on 98. The Icon model showing very close to Florida. It only goes out 120 hours. Well, actually, the 12Z goes out farther. So the Icon shows Keys, Louisiana. Let's look at the UK. We haven't looked at the UK yet. I always like the UK. UK model. It doesn't have it on Levi's site, but we can look at it here. Haven't seen it yet. What did the 12Z do? Let's see what the 12Z did. There's so many things to look at. 12Z, oh boy. So it shoots the gap, little, keys maybe. And just keeps on going to the upper Gulf. So unfortunately, a lot of model support. A lot of model support to high pressure. East Coast, again, not out of the water yet, but feeling is the high pressure is going to be dominating and push whatever into Florida or then in the Gulf. And in the UK is a little weaker, so I could do a synopsis real quick, but so what about Irma? Yeah, I was rocking during Irma. What are you talking about? Hey, what's up, Dale? My computer is not that fast. It crashed on me a couple seasons ago, and I had to run down to Office Depot and buy one like really quick. So far, it's been good. I learned every season to start out with a new modem, though. I got a new modem from Spectrum. Last year, I had to run a wire from the cable box directly to the house. Julie hated me, but I had a 100-foot coax. I had to haul ass to Walmart and go get a 100-foot coax. Hooked it up to the box out by the road, ran the coax to the house because somewhere along the line I was getting noise from water damage. So, echo. No, it shouldn't be anything playing in the background, I don't think. I gotta do some microphone work. Oh, I did have the desktop audio on though. Damn it. All right. Well, hey, there's no dust to worry about. Yeah, Braden. Nobody really knows why the only thing is the European ensembles have picked up on it now. So I have a feeling the overnight Euro is going to be back on track. We got a 3-hour one. Let's see what this one did. The 18Z. 18Z showing Sunday nothing. Still nothing. Euro is not buying 98. Even though 98 looks like it's already a system. It's not even showing it. So maybe if the data gets plugged into the Euro model that it's an actual system, it'll start showing it. But it's just not showing it. Cool beans. No, Kenneth, I did have my desktop audio on, which luckily I'm not running anything, but it could have been static maybe. I don't know. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it, right? I kind of wanted to do a synopsis picture of what's going on. I wonder if I could change the Earth. There we go. I just changed Earth. So, um, I guess, you know, general motion of 98, unfortunately, is going to stay really close here. And the question is going to be this: where does it actually go for Florida? You know, some of the models are doing that. I don't know. I mean, that's just going to confuse everybody. I've showed it enough. But this is the general area we got to watch come Monday. Like that. Monday. Right? That's this week. That's 4 days from now, 5 days from now. All right, well, all is good. Alex, well, all right. Well, if we had a passing system here, let's say, obviously the east side of the storm is strong. You know, everything flows this way. You know, remember Irma, even though it passed in the south here, Irma had effects all the way up and down the coast because of the counterclockwise flow. So the size of Invest 98 is fairly large. So like Irma, even though we had Irma here, we still had terrible flooding, surge, squall lines. So the east side's always the one to watch. You know, same thing up here. You know, and if it does curve this way, you know, we could be looking at, you know, a lot of moisture. And that moisture map that I posted earlier, kind of hinting at a little bit. Heavy rain creeping into Savannah, Brunswick. All right, cool. Well, we got a lot to talk about in the morning, so I'm just going in circles now, doing my NASCAR racing. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. What can we leave up? What are we going to leave? I'll just leave this one up. This is the official forecast, so we'll leave that up. Boom. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. We'll do the last few minutes. Euro wake up. Yep. DeLand. Oh, DeLand had an official EF2 tornado, by the way. They rated that today as an EF2 yesterday. That's incredible to see that in Florida, especially when obviously we weren't under tornado watch, but an EF2 out of nowhere. That's crazy. Yeah, water temps, Jennifer, extremely hot, running 2 to 3 degrees above normal. Hey, Don, you have to wait till the morning. He's sleeping with the girls. I can't wake him up. There's Ashley. You're watching me on TV, Ashley. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not as exciting as the Ozarks. We'll do double puppy action in the morning. Promise. Category's too hard to predict right now. We don't have a system right now. So it'd be extremely irresponsible right now to start saying what if. The only thing is, there's more models saying South Florida could have something to really watch. And you know, usually when you go out 7, 8, 9, 10 days, people start saying that's irresponsible. But we're only talking, if we wake up tomorrow morning, tomorrow's Thursday. If we wake up tomorrow morning and we're still seeing the HMON, HWARF, ICON, CMC, UK showing a developing system moving to Florida on Monday, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 4 days out. So it's not like we're making this crap up. I'm starting to see model consistency now that's like, oh boy, you know. So definitely, if you listen, if you're, this is just my opinion, but if you're in the Keys, like I had a buddy going down to the Keys Monday to Wednesday, I'm like, dude, I'd cancel. But if you're in the Keys, all the way up, you know, South Florida, man, you know, I would be thinking, oh, there's a chance. There's a chance it could hug the west coast of Florida. I'm already thinking in my head, Tampa Bay, Tuesday, Wednesday, crap. You know, we could have surge. You know, worst case scenario for Tampa, I always show it. What Cat 3 storm in Tampa Bay, given all the favorable conditions. Oh, I hope this one doesn't. Why does it do that? Here's a better one. We need higher resolution. Well, this gives the idea anyway. Why would they have this graphic and not be high resolution? What is up with that? This one might be higher res. Oh, it's the same damn one. All right, trying to find one that shows the whole area. Let's see. That one's not that good either. Basically, we're going to be underwater is what I'm getting at. Pinellas County will be an island. That's not this storm. I'm talking about the worst case scenario. So this is not a forecast. But, well, this says Category 5. There's another one with Category 3, but let me find the Category 3 one. Let me just do Category 3. Slosh Models Tampa Bay, Category 3. And that's Category 4. Oh, man, let's see here. That's still Category 5. Anyway, well, I'll just leave that up there. Screw it. So we're all right. So anyway, where I'm at. All right. So this is the worst case for where I live. So these are things I'm thinking about. Let's say the system hugs around the Key West, maintains that intensity, and curves, and comes up like that. Well, all the water pushes in. Now this is not a forecast. Please, this is hyping. If I said it was going to happen, I'm just explaining what could happen in where I live, right here underwater somewhere. But all this water would get pushed up in the bay, and it would have nowhere to go. And these are proven facts. We have a sign right by our house here that I've taken pictures with Emily, where she's right underneath the sign, and that's a mile from the coast. That it would be 6 foot underwater. So, that's the worst case. We saw with Irma when all the water came out of the bay. Tampa Bay remembers that all the water, all the channel side, everything was out of the water because Irma was so big. It was actually the winds were coming out and blew all the water out of the bay. Craziest thing ever. So these, so tomorrow morning we got a lot to watch. Is what I'm getting at. We'll see. I guess this is the point that I'm at where I'm seeing consistency. I don't see any official verbiage yet about worry, so I don't want to spread worry. But if I wake up in the morning and I see Invest 97 honing in on Louisiana as a possible tropical storm hurricane, and if I see all these CMC Icon and HMON and HWRF honing in on Florida, staying north of Hispaniola, then I'm going to say, hey, we got 4 days that we could possibly see this. So that's where I'm at anyway. Right. So, Lucy, I say that because I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't want somebody taking it the wrong way. Right, the empty bay, Amanda, that was nuts. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see, Hurricane Irma, Mike's weather page, because me and us. Let's just see what comes up. I don't even know what's going to come up. There's my tree. I don't see Irma pictures. But I had Emily out there. It was really, it was incredible. We walked out a good half mile. And there's people right here. This was, yeah, I'll find it one day. I got it saved somewhere. This was on Bayshore. Here's an article on NBC News. Once in a lifetime tidal event. Look at that. There's people out there just taking pictures. That was then we got an ad that popped up. Imagine that. But I had some good pictures here in Oldsmar. We went all the way out there. It was quite fascinating. For sure. Let me see. Let's try another one. Let's see. Facebook. Oh, I should have put Facebook. That's what I should have put. Mike's. Okay. Irma. Mike's our page. Facebook. and we'll see what comes up. We'll see if any other Irma memories pop up. Probably not. It'd be good for me to pull up for tomorrow. All right. Anyway. So there's that. All right. Well, I'm done. I got to go meet my buddy Phil, actually. He's probably waiting on me. So, all right. So let's just wait till the morning. You know, just kind of back of your mind, upper Gulf, chance of Invest 97, Bahamas, Florida. Watch close. West coast of Florida, I would definitely be keeping an eye open. Panhandle. So, all right. Makes sense. Cool. I will, Don. So, listen, 9:19 in the morning. We'll have a really good one. We have a lot of stuff to look at. So, appreciate it. Appreciate all you supporters. Facebook, YouTube now. Are we on YouTube? I'm sure we are. Shelly would have told me. Let's see if people are watching this on YouTube. Does it tell you? I see people talking. There's Shelly talking. I don't know if it tells you live people on there or not. 248 people on YouTube. That's awesome. That's new. And then Twitter. Let's see what we look like on Periscope. There's Periscope. There's me. 49 people. Hey, Twitter people. All right. We'll be good, y'all. Appreciate it. See you in the morning. It's interesting couple days ahead. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.